Lovely rat skewers. I think I'm supposed to go down into the sewer, into the water. Woohoo!
Huh?
That's bad. Is there multiple of them?
Seen any more big rat swarms?
Oh, he left. Good, good, good. Oh, there's more of them. There's a drop assassination? No, I want a non-assassination. Like a pat them on the head very slightly.
Ha! You little bastard.
Oh, this is good news. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. He's gonna see me. Yep. He didn't see me. He's an idiot. He doesn't, they don't come and check. I don't think. Man, his aggro is bad. I mean, not bad, but you know, it drops pretty fast.
Someone help me out! Die!
Oh no. How am I gonna knock you out now? I can't knock you out. Oh, dang it. First death. First death. How did he even see me? Oh, because I wasn't crouching. Oh, that will do it. Yeah, the crouching mode is kind of difficult to tell. And we got a thief achievement, as one does when one steals a bunch of things. I could have shot them with the sleep darts. I don't want to, because I don't know how many we're gonna need, and we're gonna need them. So you stay there. There's potentially people on the other side of this. I need to be careful. Food. Munch, munch, and gulp.
What the? Two arms!
Oi!
Damn you!
Really?
You're...
Well, I guess that didn't work out. Let's go from above. I think I need to. I cannot take risks. I'm pretty sure that if I'm here and I'm crouching, he's never gonna see me. Let's see if there's anybody else around. That looks like somebody, but I think it's a dead person. I see your shadow. Not anymore, though. Oh, there you are. Nobody's around. I'm pretty sure if you throw them in the water, they die. I wonder if we can throw them to the rats and it not count as a death. Maybe it doesn't work like that. What do we have in here? Treasure. Glass? No. King Sparrow things. Dead Hermit's Note. It's here by the Wren Haven that I'll make my last home. It stinks to the void. Capital V void as well, but my grandmum's hagfish stew will drive the odor away. I remember sailing out on this river to the great ocean, that vast blinding light and blue water. I was a tender 15 and our nets were always full to bursting, the old days before everything went to shit. Anyway it goes, it's either the boots of the watch against my skull, the teeth of the rats on my bones, or the trembles of the plague all over my skin. Don't matter none to me. I don't see anybody around, though. Did they make their stand? Forgot about that. Forgot that you can bash things. Wow, that was a high climb right there. Okay, little ratsies, that might be the rider. We got a sink. We can drink from the sink. And a corpse. But that's it. Do I see anybody? No. That's the way forward. It's got way too much light for it not to be the way forward. The blinding light. Can I break it? I cannot break the blinding light. That would make sense if I could.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible...
I don't remember what that is.
And the
That passed overhead.
Emily, heir to the throne, has
For rent.
escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
And there's dead people down here. Oh.
Corvo, over here. Quickly, I'm a friend.
Oh, look, it's the whaling boats.
I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. Well, they said you'd come out here. I can still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Wait here, I need a moment first.
Look around if you need. I'll be here. Just don't take too long.
Yeah, I'll just making sure there's nothing in here. You know how it is. Exploration games and whatnot.
Get in. We've got a hot meal and a warm bed waiting for you.
Alright, old man, let's go. That's pretty cool that the boat is in the background. Overall chaos? Low. Dead or unconscious bodies found? 2. Didn't kill anyone. Oh, I didn't get the ghost thing. Also didn't find all the coins. Discovered the hermit's room and opened Jelly's safe. Okay, let's go for the ghost then. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the loyalists' inner circle to learn what they got in mind.
This is the Hound Pit's pub. Closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Samuel the boatman has smuggled you across the river from the Coldridge prison. He works for an underground movement opposed to the illegal reign of the Lord Regent and has brought you to meet the members of the organization. Do you have tasks? No, not really. This place looks awesome. Dude.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress. I'm sure the Admiral is anxious to meet you. It wasn't easy getting you here. I wouldn't hang about if I were you. From what I understand, time's getting short.
Yep. You cannot kill the rat plague. There's a lot to explore in this place. Let's go.
So it's starting at last, Admiral. We've found our man. Even after 6 months in Cold Ridge Prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Yes. Not surprising. He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the stories.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
No one knows the real story, Trevor. We all have our suspicions. We'll know the truth in time. We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Yeah, attention citizens of Dunwall. Oh yeah, we're gonna hear that a lot.
Good.
What was that clue? Piero is an inventor who is available to craft and upgrade equipment. Piero spends most of his time in his workshop.
To have you with us, Corvo. Nothing against the others, but there's no substitute for a man who's done his service for the crown. Have you talked to Piero yet?
No.
He made the weapons we left for you on your way out of Coleridge Prison. Go see him when you can. You don't know what it means to work with a man who stood at the Empress's right hand. We can't bring her back, but at least we have the man she trusted most. And maybe we can help you right some of the wrongs done to you. This bar is mine, but please, treat it as your home. Piero still wants a word with you. He's not a diplomat, but he's a brilliant man. Samuel is a blessing. Without him, we couldn't navigate the waters of the river at night. We keep our lights low to avoid prying eyes. What I wouldn't give to be back at sea. I told them I'd be damned if I sail under a usurper's flag. You should have seen their faces. Curse the Lord Regent. I might have taken to piracy after the Navy, but then inspiration struck me, and I started assembling our little group here. The Empire was built on its Navy. Never forget that. I served proudly until the bureaucrats took over. Pendleton's a good man. Used to be close to that snake, the Lord Regent himself. Don't be fooled by the fact that Pendleton's a noble, though. Not all of them are terrible. I bought this bar years ago. There were some happy times here before the plague hit the city. Before the Empress was killed and everything went to shit. We'll make it right again, together.
Maybe. It's important to exhaust the dialogue for everybody, because they talk a lot about lore and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure you get, like, secret missions if you talk to everybody correctly. It's relatively straightforward, though. The game doesn't make it super hard to figure it out. Apricot tartlet. That's the best thing. Actually, I don't know. Apricot. Have I ever had apricot? I mean, it's cakes, so that's nice, but I don't know that I have ever had apricot. Either way. Where's the Lord that was here? Did he go outside? He did, didn't he? We're gonna need to talk to Piero. Let's explore a little. What do we have down here? Processed whaled oil. Yep. Money is what we have down here. And as I said, it's important to explore. Old Port District sewer key needed. I believe that's later. That's a mission that we get that sends us in there. We should go to Piero before exploring up here, though. Where's Samuel? Piero is drilling with his drill press. Did Samuel leave? Kind of wanted to talk to him a little. Piero.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil is running. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Okay. A second solution. Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Skolov's elixir over my own formula sold as Piero's remedy, a name I did not choose if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal, if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its efficiency. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect, elegant, in fact. And while it is true that Piero's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. It is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variance in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. And Piero's request is denied here. No, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal? Tivian ore? What's wrong with the metals in Gristol? King Sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, and what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. I found a bunch of those things already. I'm finding some of them already. What is that? And there's empty bottles here. Let's do this thing.
That one is empty. A new tank, please.
Oh, this one is not good? I'll leave it here then. This trunk doesn't have anything. Piero's remedy, yeah. Dead counter responsibilities. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test, and if needed, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Failed experiments. Of course I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Arc pylon. Whale vivisection here. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female some 45 inch in length, or possibly feet. I estimate she weighed 35 tons and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assume she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Yeah, tentacles have whales have tentacles in the setting, and vivisection means it's a cutting into a living creature. The golden cat, lovely cat. Whale processing. Or whale oil processing. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, and then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. That's more or less how real-life whaling works, although that's only for whales. I'm pretty sure the smaller creatures don't get treated like that. Audiograph player.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Human experimentation, huh? Whale oil refilling station. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to the supplies of whale oil. The good Admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. Oh, there it is. It's already filled. Oil tank dispenser. Or is it? We dispense an empty tank. Right there. Is it different from the other one? Maybe it's less dirty. Fill empty tank. Nope, we got this. It's done.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
Let's do it.
Just get it near. Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. But this mask will mean terror to them.
Yes, it will.
If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Center lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
Yeah, let me have a look. So, these are purchases, which means basically consumables, and then we have upgrades. Crossbow accuracy, this is weapon upgrades, we don't need any of those. Equipment upgrades allows you to magnify your view, which is pretty interesting. Spring razor capacity. What is spring razor? They're traps. Bone charm capacity enables one additional bone charm to be active. I don't know what that is. Let's do that. Mask optics. Let's do that as well. And that's it. Okay.